Sipping Unscripted is back for another episode, and we're discussing our favorite show of all time, which is Love is Blind. And it's also October, and I wanted to wear my sister's former Chaz t-shirt and support a breast cancer awareness. So please, ladies, go get your examination and take care of your breasts. Okay, it is breast cancer awareness.
Save the boobies,
And
save the boobies.
like, go get the tatas checked out, however y'all say it. I just wanted to bring awareness to breast cancer, so I'm wearing pink, and I'm also wearing my former Chaz t-shirt as well. So make sure you guys go and drop a like on her channel. If you love gardening, make sure you go do that. But breast cancer awareness, go get checked out. Do what you need to do. I'm in support of it. I'm gonna make a donation to my sister's cause, which I'm also gonna put in the link as well. So please go check it out. Again, October breast cancer awareness. Bam. Okay. Now,
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's get down to
anytime,
business.
anytime. But yes, let's get right down to business talking about these couples. This week they premiered 2 episodes, which was great, which is by far the best 2 episodes I've seen in its entire season outside of the pods. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to talk about it. But we're going to talk about all the couples. And the first couple we actually going to talk about was Madison and Joe.
Yeah, Madison and Joe. And it ended like how we thought it was going to end. Just like how we thought. He was like, I'm out of here. He couldn't even put on a tux for this chick. He couldn't even try. But I tell you what, he had no problems when he was squeezing up with her, though.
Right.
But and then
everything that led
what I
up to
will
that,
give
though.
him out of here's where I'm gonna give him some respect, right? When he was talking to her, he didn't outright say exactly why. He just kept saying, "You're not the one," and she kept asking why, and all this other stuff. What I don't like is I wish he hadn't met her family, because that's a little triggering for her, probably, especially with her division problem, and her
Right.
family liked him and she was going to be upset. But I think that and then she asked the question, and here's why I thought he was going to say it. She asked him, if we had just met each other outside of the pods and dated, would it have worked? He never would have met you outside of the pods and dated you, ma'am. He does not like your physical appearance. It just wouldn't have happened. And he said he can't go on for the rest of his life and be miserable. He should have never went on a show, because, in my opinion, once he met her, it was downhill from there. We called it in the very first time.
Yeah, and for me, I think Joe has actually been trying to break up with Madison since the honeymoon. Like, he kind of told her, like, you're not kind of like what I want. And he been kind of like breaking up with her over all this time. And the only thing that's really probably kept them together was just him smashing every now and then or whatever. Like, that's the only thing that really kept them together, because as you can tell, he from jump, he was like, yo, I don't like the way she look, but he kept going along with it or whatever, thinking that maybe he can change, maybe he can fall in love with her. All that sounds good, but at the end of the day, he could just not get jiggy with Megan as well. And the man can't tie a tie. That's a red flag. If a man cannot tie a tie,
that was funny.
That is a red flag. Listen, if your man cannot tie a tie, that's a red flag. You should immediately just move on to the next person. Like, every man should know how to tie a tie. I know he was still kind of young, 27, 28-ish. That's still maybe kind of young, but however, by that age, you should be learning how to tie a tie. But he can't tie a tie. So to me, that was kind of crazy. But he didn't like Madison at all. And I do agree with you that, hey, if you don't like somebody, you should not be going through the process of meeting with their families, saying how much you love them and how great of a person they is when they first came into your life and stuff like that. You shouldn't go through all that, because before you even get to that point, you already know that you're not going to marry this girl. You already know you don't like her. You know you can't stand the way that she look and yada, yada, yada. Why are you going through that process, man? Like,
exactly.
That's just more heartbreaking.
He crashed out at the tux fitting. I mean, he crashed out big time.
Yeah. I mean, but kudos to him for like just stopping it at that point and realizing that, hey, this is going a little bit too far, way more than what I thought it would be. And he kind of like just stopped it. Somebody else would probably go through the process and just say no at the altar. So shout out to Joe.
He didn't want to say no at the altar. So shout out to him.
Yeah. So shout out to him for that. I will also say that, this show is called Love is Blind, right? So I'm starting to see, like, not just from this episode, but from prior episodes, people are falling in love with things that they think they want at the current time. Yeah. But then when they finally get them, They was like, nah, I don't really want that. I mean, this physical attraction outweighs anything else that I may want at this time, right?
Right.
Because he got
Mhm.
everything that he wanted in Megan just without the physical part of it. And she wasn't really that bad of a person physically. I mean, at some point
She was whiny though.
she she was she
She
was,
was a
but
pick me girl.
she was, but I keep forgetting that these guys are pretty young in age. They not even 30 yet. So as you get up in older in life or whatever, you get into your
So you
OG
saying because you
age.
old.
I, listen. At this big old age, looks may not be as important as it was in my 20s. So in my 20s, I may want a 10. Now I'm a little bit older. I may want like a 9.7, right? So, but listen, as you get older, looks ain't all that important. I mean, I kind of exaggerated with a 9.7, but either way, what I was looking for in my 20s is definitely not what you might be looking for
Same.
like now. But you could drop it down a little bit. You may want a 10, but now you got to go settle for like a 6 or a 7. Not the not
Right,
I
right.
mean the 9.7, but you know what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying, all right? Like
I
he
get it.
got
I get it.
everything he wanted in like in the pods, and then he saw what she was like, and then he's like, "Well, I got what I wanted, but my highest thing is looks." And it's overcoming everything else that I thought I wanted. So sometimes we say that we want things and then we get them. And he was like,
And
nah,
you
that's
know
not
what?
what I want.
Yeah, nah, that's not what I want.
Nah, that's not what I want.
All
I
right.
want this. But
Right.
kudos to him for calling it off. Like I said, not tying a tie. That was kind of a red flag to me for that situation. But he didn't want her, and he kind of told her that in the beginning, and she just didn't want to accept it. Sad that she gave
There
up
you
the
go.
body, but hey,
So yeah,
yeah,
so that's one of the five we ain't gonna see. So now we down to
yeah.
four. Who you want to talk about next?
Let's talk about since we're talking about people leaving or problems, let's talk about Annie and Nick. Annie and Nick, another
So
situation.
it's another situation, but it was all they the producers, they're great for this. They kind
Mhm.
of led up to this, and they led up to it because while they were in Mexico, she crashed out a little bit whenever he couldn't say that he felt the exact same as her. But to his benefit, or to his whatever you want to say, he told her in that moment, the way you're acting, this cannot happen again. I went back to watch before we got on
Mhm.
today. He told her, this cannot happen again. And at the top of the episodes that dropped today, what did she do? She crashed out the same way again because she was trying to tell him how he felt, and because he wasn't giving her exactly what she wanted to hear in that moment. You could tell in that moment that he was completely turned off by it. He like, I can't marry this because something is wrong. He probably thinks she crazy. And she's another pick me girl, and she's very whiny. And when he was like, yeah, I can't marry you, I'm not going to go to the altar, she was trying to force him to stay in it, which in my opinion is a big, big, big mistake. Like, do
Yeah.
you want to stay in it to be on the show, or do you want to stay in it because you want to be married?
She
Like,
definitely wanted to continue to go through the process and finish out the show or whatever. And it's unfortunate that she was just sitting up there begging for this man to continue in that relationship and to continue to go through the process. When in reality, like I said, this is not a first time where he have mentioned to her that he wasn't really feeling the same way that she had. Like again, you
right.
go on this Love Is Blind show, so you have to expect that everything's gonna be accelerated when it comes to this relationship type thing. Yeah, you can take it slow, but that's Love Is Blind
But
is not this type of show. It's not a
yeah,
take it
and then I
slow type
think
show.
we were talking about it before, and I'm gonna bring it up now. I think that he's also slightly a control freak.
He is very
So if it
controlling.
can't if it can't happen, or things don't happen in the way in which he wants it to happen, he not feeling it at all.
Right. He's
So
one
Nick
hundred
was a
percent.
control, and like I said, we don't know what happened off camera and stuff like that. So,
But you also
you
got to
know,
take into consideration that there are things that are happening off the screen, off camera, that is causing her to trigger or to cause her to like want to question where or not where or not he still likes her, because every time you see them, she's the one that always saying, hey, I don't know if you like me the same way. I want to know what is causing her to do, what is he saying or what is he not doing to cause her to continue to have
right, we ain't
that
see that
reaction.
part because I
Yeah.
and it was
They don't
like
ever
she
show it.
she had said something to him about, I just want you to be all in, and he was like, what are you talking about? I just spent half the day with you. So I was
Right.
like, well, what happened? And
Right.
they never say it. So I guess they're saving a lot for the reunion show. It might be some
Right.
bombs dropped and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I am curious to see what happened off camera because they're not the only couple where something happened off camera
Yeah.
and we get like the after reaction of it.
He's definitely getting the good edits right now, and she's the one that's really looking like the crazy person because, like I mentioned, she's
Yeah.
always begging for his attention, begging like, "Why don't you tell me this? Why don't you tell me that? Like, I need to know." And she's in the right for wanting to make sure that he is in line with her, and if he isn't, he should just get out. I mean,
On
ultimately,
paper, they perfect though. On
yeah,
paper, they're perfect for each other on paper.
yeah, he's just a control person.
But
Like,
he's another one that like,
he's a red
why
flag.
you ain't just break up with her that night? Why you wait till you smash and then the next morning be like, yeah, we had good time last night,
Right.
but I can't marry you. Sir, come on. You could have just left her last
He's
night.
another one. Like I believe he was the other one that was also on the honeymoon, saying that he didn't really have this. He didn't feel the same way. So those are two couples that shouldn't even made it past the honeymoon phase because they male counterparts definitely told them like, "Hey, I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't know. Like I don't know if I feel the same way that you do." And the females are just crying their hearts out, like, "I love you, I love you, I love you. Like I want to make this work." And the dude's just sitting there like, "Yeah, I don't know." I don't honestly know too many females that would sit there and be like and deal with those type of men that would be like, yeah, I don't know. And then still want to go through the process of them and maybe hoping that they figure it out. I don't know too many women like that. And those dudes are kind of lucky that they ain't get shanked at the moment that they told them that, hey, I don't know if I feel the same way. Like, nigga, I just gave you
And
gave
then
you
it's
some. What?
yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna just go back to it. Like, if you know you're not gonna go through it and you ain't feeling it, please don't meet these people's families, cause
Right,
that's triggering. Like, cause then not only they gonna talk mess about you, now they family get to talk mess about you too.
right.
So
Yeah, that is kind of taking it too far, but it must be something in their contracts that when they get like a certain point, they just got to continue to go through it because I'm not understanding it. And I feel like some of these cast members are not really understanding the full premise of the show. Like the show is Love is Blind. Like the minute those doors open, if you don't like what you see and you know attraction is at the top of your list, then you need to cut it off right there.
well,
Because
matter of fact, if attraction was at the top of your list, you ain't had no business on the show to begin with.
right. Because
So
we human, right? So we like to hear different things and we like to say, "Hey, I love it when you say this or you said this and this align with me and stuff like that." And then
right,
like we think we may want that at the current situation or the current time in our life, but then when you see the person or they show a different way and then be like, "Yeah, this ain't what I want." I mean, yeah, you talk nice, you sound nice, you smell nice, but you got this going on too, and I don't know about that. Like,
right,
it's like a
right.
balancing act sometimes, but Love is
Mm-hmm.
Blind, as of late, the last couple of seasons has definitely been attraction has been at the top of these people lists, and that's kind of defeating the
Right.
purpose
And it's a lot
of
of
Love is
toxic
Blind.
people out there, and they're attracting some really toxic people. So
Right. Next up, we got Ali and Anton. We got the drunk, and we got the person who like to clean. I think they perfect for each other.
right. I listen. Um, I think because of their family values, they're gonna try to make it work. Like
Mm,
his moms and then her moms, and then her moms had this whole conversation about, I guess, how her friend is not gonna support her, which I think may have somewhat of effect on her decision at the end, but they started out hot with them with the disagreement. She's like, "Where's the tequila? Where's the other drinks?" And he's like, "Oh, I drank one and I gave one to a friend." "Oh, you had a friend up in here?" It's like, "Oh, is he not allowed to have visitors? He can't
yeah.
have a life outside of you?"
Nope.
That was kind of weird. And then he like threw up in her face, "Well, is your norm when you work during the week you don't clean up?" And she was like, "Yes, that's my norm." I was like, "Oh, you dirty."
I mean, I need to hear more about like her cleaning aspect and what she don't and don't do because I mean, she said she work a lot, right? I mean, being dirty is not cool at all, right? Being a alcoholic definitely is not cool as well, especially the way that he's portraying himself is like he works and then he comes home and have a few
He have a
few
beer.
beers. That might be a problem. So you might be an alcoholic. Like that's kind of an issue. I don't know. The people that I do know that come home and drink on a regular basis like that are pure alcoholics. Um,
Right.
but
I mean, and then he made the comment like I'm not it's not like I'm an alcoholic. Well, how do you know
yeah.
you're not an alcoholic? Because alcoholics don't think they're alcoholics.
Right.
So
And you know what he said? He was like, okay, well, I give it a week or two where I won't drink. Sir, red
sir.
flag, you're an alcoholic. If you feel like you need a week or two break or just to prove somebody that you're not alcoholic, your ass is an alcoholic. It goes back to the nice
Right.
guy. If you gotta say you're a nice guy, you ain't a nice guy.
Right.
Okay.
So that
But
that junk was funny.
I want to hear this cleaning thing a little bit more. I wish they would cut into that. And he needs to probably ask her, like, does cleaning mean that you just like leave your clothes around the floor,
I think
like
he
around the house,
experiencing
or
it real time. I really
like
do.
does she not flush the toilet after she pees or something, or like
Oh, I
that
mean,
that might
well,
be at extreme. But you never
that's an
know. You
extreme.
never know. They say they don't clean. Like you got to think of all the possibilities. Like you don't flush the
Well,
toilet. You don't like clean the tub. Like you leave dishes in the sink for weeks. Like what do you mean you don't clean? Like
listen.
I need to see more of that. And I think they kind of perfect for each other. But however, because she wants to be a kept woman, I don't know why she asking all these questions about who was over the house. Because the only thing she should be asking him is, do I got enough money for my Botox? That's her
Yeah,
only
but you know
concern.
what though? Her mom's got on her about the cleaning too. Did you notice that in the
I
part
probably
where
missed
he
that
was
part
talking?
because I got tired
Yeah.
of reading captions.
Oh yeah. So no, her mom when he came in, her mom was like speaking English and she was basically telling them that, being in a relationship and being married takes
Hmm.
sacrifices on both sides, meaning you can't just come in here and clean up. And sir, you can't just be out here partying with your friends when you're supposed to be spending time with your wife. So she addressed it on both sides. I think she know exactly who her daughter is. And
Right,
she pretty much trying to warn him, like, my daughter need time spent with her. And she warning him, like, yeah, I'm telling you right now, I agree. She should also be cleaning up. So the mom
right,
kind of got with them both, and they both agree with her. So I don't know if they're gonna make it. Like I said, they seem like the type of couple that says yes and then later
right.
get divorced. So we'll see.
I just need to know about this cleaning situation. Like, how dirty are you? I mean, I'm not a neat freak, and I don't like. I'm not, but it's okay to have your house be shown in a light to where it's being lived in. That doesn't mean that shit is just
Well,
all over the place. But I need to know more about her saying that she don't clean. Like, if you don't clean your house, I mean, anyways, all right. Next couple is going to be our favorite couple, at least my favorite couple. This particular episode, KB and Edmund.
they
Oh
both
my god,
sick. They toxic. Where
both
you want to
toxic.
start with them?
I just
You
want to
know what? I'm
say,
gonna say this though.
go ahead.
I don't like that nobody is addressing that he keep putting that pick in his head at this big age. I don't like it.
He's
Like,
what,
sir,
28?
grow
He's
up.
only 28.
I, what 28 leave a pick in his head other than Edmund?
One that has a nappy ass head. That's who.
Bro, he need to if he walked down that aisle with a pick in his head, she should say no off GP. And why she not addressing it? Cuz I know she don't think it's cute.
I mean, do you not see her edges?
Yeah, the little baby things.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
do
waiting for you
mm-hmm,
to
mm-hmm. You know, I seen that. Them little edges
uh
that she got on her. Yeah, mm-hmm,
listen, but that's
mm-hmm.
that's not worse than the little pick in his head, all right? And then when they got to the little tuxedo shop, he gonna come out there with his suit on and no shirt on, talking about he thought the shirt was optional. Brother, grow up. Grow up. When I seen that,
See,
I text you right away. Was like, he was supposed to put that shirt on.
he literally did not want to wear a shirt. That's exactly why he came out like that. He thought he was gonna get away with not wearing a shirt, and if it
Well,
wasn't for his people bringing it up, he wouldn't have had a shirt. Even the shirt that he picked was whack. I mean,
it
come on,
was. It was whack.
like, bruh.
He thinks that he's stylish, though. His whole style thing. That's why he crashed out before they had their little fight in the car because the
Mm,
bachelor party was some type of cowboy thing, and he crashed out on her but without us being able to see what was on camera at the time. That's
right,
why she went off. She
right.
had
I
an angry
mean,
black woman moment. She
listen,
did.
listen, listen. That whole first argument that Ashley had, she had a valid point. She was out running errands. She was out doing this. She was out doing that. And all she did was give him a call, be like, hey, can you pick this up at the store for whatever event that they got going on? And listen, listen,
He
fellas,
said, this nigga
listen.
said, I'm chilling.
Yes, yes, but listen, fellas, listen, men, women, children of all ages. And you know me, right? And I told you this before. If there's ever opportunity to where I needed to help you or do something for you or do whatever, this isn't any general
Just to get
situation.
you out just to get me out your face.
If I needed to go to the goddamn grocery store to get you whatever you needed to do, get you some garden soil, some plants or whatever, I would do it because I know once I do that for you, you're gonna leave me the hell alone and I'm gonna be able to play my game for the rest of the damn night. Some things are just so simple to do, right? So if all she wanted you to do was go to the store and pick up a bandana and you can have peace for the rest of the night, then bro, man, what is the problem, bro? Like
He
seriously.
ain't learned that lesson yet. How long did it take you to learn that lesson?
To be honest, and I'm being totally transparent, it didn't take me long to really learn that lesson because I love to do what I want to do as far as playing my video games when I want to do them. So
Your little video
I
games?
knew that in my head that hey, my mom or my aunt just wanted me to do this, and if I did that, I got to play my damn video games for the rest of the night. They got out of my damn face by me just doing whatever they wanted me to do. So
Some guys don't get it though. They don't get it. And you right. You
I
right,
would
because
do
you
the
be telling
small
me the same
things just
thing
to
with
get back
like,
to my video game. I would do the small things just to get back to my video game. You want your feet rubbed? You want some water? You want your bath water? After I do this,
I'm gonna do all
get
of
out of
it.
my damn face so I can play my video game in peace. But it's a small. It's sometimes it's just really the small things, and I don't know if he really was at home just chilling. Then
And
yeah,
didn't
she
even want to
had
go
every
to the
right to get
store.
mad. She had every right to get mad. Like, bro. Then she was talking about she was hungry. Like, bro, if you hungry, don't you think she hungry?
Yeah. Yeah.
She out there starving. Like, she made an
But let's
emphasis
get
like
to
I
the
was hungry.
highlight moment where you called me and I was like, we can't talk about it right now because I haven't gotten that part yet.
Mm,
When they was on the jet skis and then they got off and she bought them hot chocolate, I knew that it was gonna be something because the show changed the music. So I said,
mm.
oh, something about to go down. And then when she got over there and gave him the hot chocolate and sat down, she was like, okay, don't help me down then. I was like, oh no, she about to go off. And they was arguing and she was like, I'ma just, and then her favorite phrase is, I'ma address the elephant in the room. And when she say that, it's about to go down.
Well,
When
before
she
they
called
remember in
this,
their first argument though, like when she put her hand up like this and was like, like you shut up, let me talk, don't interrupt me. I was like, yeah, she toxic, she ratchet and
yeah,
she
that was a
toxic.
toxic. But you know what though? What she did not handle it the right way. But in that moment, she couldn't hold it in anymore. I've been
Right.
there, right? But when she called this man, she said, "And you a little bitch." I said, "Oh."
Listen, I called you at that very moment when she said that. I had to rewind like 3 times and put on the captions just to make sure I heard and what I thought I heard the first time. I put on the captions and see if the captions would capture it, and they did, and they did.
Yep.
But I had to rewind. That was like the most epic part of the season so far to date. I loved it. It was a long time coming. He probably should have been called a bitch a long time ago. But at that moment, I loved it.
Yo, did
I
you
loved
see
it.
his face when she said it? It was nothing he could say.
Right.
And
Well,
he's soft, so it wasn't like he was
like,
gonna fight back. First of all, she probably would have tossed that joker off that
listen,
little
the
mountain.
only thing that was missing from this scene, and as a director of that particular show, if I was on scene at that point, after she called him a bitch, I would have expected for her to just mush him in the goddamn face.
I'm right. 'Cause
I would have
I
expected him to mush him
I
in
was
the
like, is
face
she
and be
gonna
like,
put her hands on him
like,
or what? She's
if
a
I was
little
in there with
bitch.
the
I was like,
cameraman,
oh,
I'd have been like, wait, mush him in the face now. Like I would encourage violence at that point. Like mush him in the face. Like you cannot just
you
call this
so
man a
toxic,
bitch.
yo.
Like you can't just
You
call this
so
man a bitch. You got to mush him in the face now. Like come on, did you know that
you
would have been
so
even more
toxic.
epic? Because I think she like turned away so the mic didn't capture it. But shout out to Netflix for
She
actually
did try
capturing it.
to, yeah, she tried to say it low, but no, she was like, did she just call? That's when I
Listen,
texted and was like, oh, it was one of those, oh my God.
for real, like I couldn't believe I had to rewind. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Did she just call this man a
Yeah.
bitch? I had to turn on the captions and everything. I was like, wow. But shout out to him though for just like
He ain't react.
for sitting there.
But that goes to prove when he said that when he doesn't deal with conflict and he is not, he's
Right.
like, I'll walk away. He ain't lie. He do walk away from conflict.
He might have walked by. I mean, I don't think in my history of living, I don't think I ever had a female call me a bitch. I don't think I would react pretty well to something like that. But I don't think I would put myself in a situation or put her in a situation where she would call me such a
I
thing.
mean, I called a
But
guy a bitch before, but it's
yeah,
all
but
right. They get
I,
over it after a while.
I don't know if I can get over that right there. But unless I like cause the conflict, and that's
He
just
caused it.
that might be overstepping it though. Like you calling me, I don't know about that.
Yeah, he
I don't know
caused
about
it
that.
though. He caused it. All right.
But yeah, that was
But
an
he
epic
did
moment.
rebound. He rebounded. He came in. They showed he bought flowers. He addressed the elephant in the room before she could say something. He
Mm.
apologized. He did all the things. But I bet she still ain't gonna get none until after the wedding. I mean, he did all
Again,
the
there
things.
listen, there was points in the show where he could have definitely got laid already. But because he be crashing out and stuff like that and making her mad, like listen, when they had that first argument at the event, because Edmund is Edmund and he's as crazy as he want people to believe. If he would have got down on one knee, got loud and crazy and said, KB, I apologize in front of
It
everybody,
wouldn't have worked
I
because
think
she
that would
not
have
that.
worked because he would have been being
No.
himself. He would have made a whole scene. That might have would have worked and she
Mm-mm.
wouldn't have been mad that
It would have
particular
made
night.
it worse for no. It would have made it worse for him.
No, he
With
would have
her
said, I'm sorry.
personality,
No, no.
yeah, but with her personality though, I'm
Mm,
trying to tell you, you do something like that and she already mad, you gotta
no,
let her weigh
no.
that off.
No, 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 no. If you would have got down and made a
We're
whole
gonna
big
have
old
to
scene
agree to
and been
disagree on that
loud
one.
and
She might would have
took
punched that joker in the
accountability.
face.
No, because she likes accountability. If he'd have took accountability that night and said I'm sorry in front of everybody, I think she would have been okay with that and be like, "Oh, Edmund, I love you.
No, I
You
think he
still
would have
ain't
he
getting
would have
none."
came back
But
missing some teeth and
nah,
she would have punched him.
I think that was a perfect opportunity for him to take accountability and ownership at that particular moment because at that point you already brought it out in public. So why not just go ahead and just apologize and accept accountability in public as well and be the Edmund, the wild and crazy Edmund and loud Edmund that you are. And she probably would have accepted it. She probably would have been fine. They probably would have been good. But
I No,
she is
I don't know.
toxic.
But did you realize this? And I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed it. You noticed that he hasn't met her family or friends?
Yeah, I mean maybe she's not that close with people in her family
I
because
think
I
she's
think
even at the bridal fitting, she brought her two friends. And
yeah.
they said that they met him, but I don't think her family and friends want to be on camera because I think that they don't think that it's going. Because, like,
No, but I
if
think
my
when she met her mom, when she met his mom, she mentioned that her relationship with her mom probably wasn't
or
as
her
close or
no, she
somebody.
said her dad. Yeah,
Okay.
her dad. They not
Right.
really cool like that. But yeah, that's your favorite couple. I'm gonna say
I
this.
just found
I
out that
can't
she's from
stand
Florida, so she's 100% toxic. And these last couple
is
episodes
y'all
have
Florida people
just
toxic.
confirmed it for me that she is toxic as hell. And I mean, she toxic, she ratchet. I mean, I love it. I love it. But
That's because you like to see all the things, though.
I would say this one more time. I'm not watching Love and Blind for a fairy tale. I'm watching for the drama. I'm watching for the
Well,
toxic. If I wanted fairy tales, I'll load up Disney Plus. Okay, I'm watching because
all
of the
right.
toxic and drama. Who we got next? Megan and
Sparkle
Jordan.
Meg and Jordan.
Hmm. Now these two right here.
Things were great until they weren't. Is what I can say. They were great until they weren't. Um, do I think they're gonna get married? I don't know. I'll tell
Hmm.
you what. I don't know. Jordan is being 100 with her, right?
Hmm.
He got a job. He got to talk to people all day long. He got a kid. This motherfucker tired. He said it. I'm tired. And
Right.
she want him to be talking all the time. And he don't want to do that. And he trying to tell her like, yeah, I'm a funny guy. I could be talkative. I could be this. He goes, but you know what? Sometimes I want to sit my ass down and I want to watch TV. And I feel you, brother. I feel you. I want to do the same thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what also kind of gets him, and he's a great sport, like with the whole tarot card reading, her with the whole how she buys a house based off the numbers, and he
Hmm.
probably think that she like cuckoo for cocoa puffs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Cause it do sound kind of crazy. Now he ain't the most innocent Mr. Drink meat from a raw meat from a blender. Like, no, thank
Chicken
you.
smoothie.
That's nasty as hell. But it's just like, but her highlight was she did get to meet his son Luca. They had a little sleepover in the kitchen, you know, because they was at his place. They slept over in the kitchen. They went to the arcade and played video games. They did mention that she is one of very few women that have met his parents. So he's
Mm.
serious. But I think she needs to come back down to earth to realize, like, yo, you marrying a regular individual. I ain't no baller out here that's gonna be going to play tennis and skiing and taking these trips. Like, yo, I got a kid. I can't be out here. And if you can't accept that, then we gonna have a bigger problem. He being transparent with her.
Right.
So
And as someone that worked in the call center environment like many years ago, when I used to talk on the phone with people, when I got home, I didn't want to talk to no damn body because I've been talking on the phone for 8 hours. I don't want to talk to nobody in the
right.
car. I ain't listening to no music. Like I'm just like I'm all talked out. I'm all listened out. Like I just want peace and quiet, and I just want to go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Like sometimes when you have to interact with people a lot and it's like
Right.
you're overstimulated, you just don't want to. Like even sometimes when I come home from work, when I go upstairs and I change out of my clothes and everything, I need to give myself a couple minutes of straight silence before I go interact with people because I know
Mm.
my attitude is already messed up. And he trying to give himself some grace and she's like, "Oh, I don't like this. It's silent."
Well, considering what she is, I mean, obviously we know there's an age difference. She's like 32, 33. He's only like 28. And it just goes back to the things in the pod where she kind of went against what she kind of wanted and
He
actually,
said that.
yeah,
Yeah, he was like, there were plenty of guys in there that were well off that you could have chose, but that's not what you picked. So
right.
like it's like he throwing all the things back at her, and I love
Right.
it.
And he's right about that because she knew exactly what she wanted and she went against it. She knew exactly Jordan was not her typical type or
Hmm.
financially or on her level, but she chose the fun dude and the younger dude. And I thought maybe she was thinking that maybe she can elevate him a little bit and he'll be totally okay with that. But shout out to Jordan for not wanting to like mooch and just be taken care of. Like he didn't sign up for that. Like that's not what he
Right.
wanted. And Megan kind of
Like he
like,
want to be a husband, he want
yeah,
to be a provider, he want to be a dad. And like he
right,
want to be there for her, but he's trying to tell her like all the extra shit that she want to do. He not really trying to do all of that. Like I said, I give him kudos for being transparent. And I also give him kudos for not being a moocher, you know?
right. I mean, he's okay with doing it. He just wants to be like, I'm tired. Like, can we do it another day, or can we just like slow down a little bit? Like, she wants to be in full gear 100% of the time. Like, she want to wake up, go play tennis, go drink, go do all. She's an entrepreneur. I mean, it's okay to have that go getter attitude, but if you're going to be with somebody that isn't like
Yes,
that,
I mean,
you
she's a
need to slow
business
down.
owner
Yeah,
and
she
she
needs to
has
slow
to
down.
do networking and she has to kind of do those things. Like I said, I think I know kind of like what she does just based off of my profession. When she said that she was in oil and gas and she was kind of explaining
Right,
it, I was like, oh yeah, she actually does have a real job and she got bank. So,
right.
like, I could kind of tell just based off how she said it without saying it, but she's in like the capital venture oil and gas field and she got bank.
Right. But Jordan is just not that type of person. He ain't that fast
No.
moving. Like he wants to like chill and
He want
just
to
do
enjoy
whatever.
life and be a regular individual.
Right. And she went against that. She had that in the pods with Mike or whoever else, and she kind of
Yeah,
went
it was
against that.
Mike.
Yeah. So
And Blake
again,
was kind of like that too till he ghosted her.
right. So again, you express what you want in the pods, and then you just totally go against what you came on the show to
Mike
actually get.
asked her like, "Did you make a mistake or are you happy?" Because I think Mike would still have her
Of
if
course, because they kind of
yeah.
like on the same type of level. Like he wants to
Yeah.
build something financially and build an empire, and so does Megan. I don't know where she thought she got that in Jordan, but she just didn't. Like Megan's
Right,
32.
right.
Like her clock is ticking, I guess. So I guess that's why she wants to move fast and do all this other kind of stuff. But I
And he
mean I
said that he
called it.
was not okay with having a nanny, which you gotta give him kudos for that because she okay with having a kid, but she want a nanny so that she can still go out
Megan is
there
on
and
the
be in
wrong
life.
show. Megan is on the wrong show. She's on the wrong. She need to be on what some other show
Yeah,
because
not this one.
this one
But
is,
I think
is
they
this is beneath
genuinely
her.
like each other. I think that she just needs to realize that she's with an ordinary guy.
She likes him because he's fun. like if she gets with someone her age, then they're always going to be on the go because they both going to be entrepreneurs. They don't have time to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
some of the fun stuff that she actually found that Jordan likes to do, or that stuff that she can do with Jordan. She can't do that with somebody her age or someone like Mike, because they can be like, we got to get this money. Like, we ain't got time to do all this other stuff
Right,
that she's doing with Jordan, like going out to bars and stuff like that. Like, she ain't gonna be able to do that with Mike. Like,
right. No,
and she not gonna have that mentality with Mike
she
either
gonna be able to go
because
skiing with Mike. She gonna go be able to play
yeah,
tennis with Mike. They
yeah.
gonna go buy this $2 and $3 million house with Mike.
But she said she'd been there, done that. She don't want to do that again. So she was kind of hoping that Jordan would just be okay with that. But you know, shout out to Jordan. The man live in his kitchen. He sleep in the kitchen. So shout out to him for that.
She
And
slept in his
standing
kitchen
on
one time too.
business. Huh?
Standing on business. She slept in there with his son, cuddling.
Hey, shout out to her for that as well. But Megan and Jordan, I mean, it finally is coming to a head to where they are having problems, or at least Netflix is actually editing to them to have problems. And because I don't think we ever seen that before, right? Everything's been all good with them. This was the first time
Yeah.
where we've seen something, oh,
Mhm.
or be like, well,
Mhm.
I told you so. I told you in beginning episodes that they wasn't gonna make it. We just haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet. But now we
But
finally
did you
seeing it.
notice, based off of Netflix, it's only one episode left?
Yeah, which is a wedding. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so they're gonna do it. Normally they split it up. They do the weddings in two different episodes. So
right.
that means something is gonna go down. I don't think it's gonna be three weddings. So two couples have pretty much they're done. And we got three left that's supposedly making it to the altar, but I feel like
No, we
something is
got
about to
two. Oh
happen.
yeah, yeah, we got three.
Three.
Yeah,
So yeah.
but I mean, Jordan was like, I come home and you want to do this, you want to do that, and all I want to do is watch movies or something like that. And she's like, well, don't you want to do that? She's like, yeah, we can do that, but I want to do this too. I'm like, girl,
Go sit down is
like,
what
go
he
sit
wanna
down.
tell her.
Yeah, so that dynamic, I don't know if that's really going to work out or really because
Mhm.
he's just too young. He's too young for her. They're not on the same level. He's a fun guy. She can have fun with him, but she can't grow with him. That's what that is. So
Yeah.
next episode is going to be their weddings. So let's go down the list, right? Anton and Ali. Anton and Ali. Do they
I
say
think they make
yes?
it. I just don't think they stay married. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to get married. I think she says no because she can't get over the drinking problem.
The drinking. Okay, I see your point.
And I think maybe she has something like that in the past to where she is so traumatic
She's
about,
triggered by it.
yeah, she's triggered about that drinking thing. Like normally when that happens, like maybe some DV happened before in her past, or maybe she was dating someone that kind of drank a little bit too much and she just ain't like it. And if that's the case, cool. Shout out to her for staying on business and not wanting to go through that situation again. So I think she's actually going to say no to him because he truly don't
Mm.
believe that he has a drinking problem.
Well, like I said, alcoholics don't think they're alcoholics, so how it goes.
Yep. No Madison and Joe. They already called it quits.
Yeah, they called it quits.
Madison could not just come to terms with Joe and how she got dumped.
She was upset. She was
Yep.
big time upset.
Annie and Nick didn't make it. Again, another
Nope.
situation where I just can't take that I'm getting broken up with for the 50th time. Like,
Yeah, she be all right.
he was trying to break up with her earlier. KB and Edmund, where they get married.
I think they get married.
Really?
I think they get married.
Really?
I think she's trying to fix him.
She is a social worker.
I
I
think I'm
mean,
gonna say this though. I think even if they get married, he got a tough road ahead because she ain't about no foolishness. He gonna have to grow up and grow up quick. She gonna grow him up quick. Cause the way when she snap, it's a whole totally different KB.
the toxic
Be
KB.
afraid to I wouldn't if I was Edmund, I would run. Because she gonna chew him up and spit him out.
He brings out the worst in her, but that's a
Yeah,
toxic
he does.
situation. But I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think they're going to get married. I think that he would say yes, but she would probably be like, you know what, Edmund, I tried. I'm already at my breaking point. Those flowers and that last minute thing was a little bit too late. I mean, that's the person that I want, but I'm not fully believing that you can be that person
Right.
on a regular, right? So he may say yes, and I think she's going to say no and just go ahead and end it because, like I said, she's toxic. Like, it may or may not take a lot of that toxic to get out, but she was exactly
We
what I
gonna
thought she
see.
was, which ain't necessarily a bad thing because toxic people can change. But
Yeah.
I knew she was toxic. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
I can see toxic. Megan and Jordan, do they get married?
I think he tells her no. I think he's the one that says no.
Megan wants it so bad. Like she wants to get married and she just can't understand why her and Jordan ain't like on the same page. And I think, like you said, he definitely says no to Megan. And shout out to him for that because he would have a whole lot of issues. Whole lot of
Yeah,
issues.
I
But
think he says no.
if he said yes, I mean, he definitely will get some spousal support when they finally do get a divorce.
I can't stand you.
He is gonna get that spousal support. She got it.
Yeah,
She
well,
got it.
there you go.
She got
So
it.
those are the couples, and this is Love is Blind. Um, the 2 episodes that dropped today. One and maybe you should put something in the description or in a trailer.
Hmm.
If you have not watched Love is Blind yet, don't watch this episode before you watch it because we gonna spoil it all, okay? Don't
They
watch
should
it
already know what
if
it's
you
about
yeah, they
already.
should already know what it's about, and we spilling all the tea, okay?
This was probably
Um,
the most entertaining 2 episodes of the entire seasons outside
I don't
of
think so.
the
Not in
pod
my
set
opinion.
scene. Do you like that? Was kind of cringy and weird to me. Like
Yeah, that
every
was
couple did
cringy.
it. It wasn't just one couple. Like all the couples. I don't think
Not
Edmund and
all of them.
KB, but
No,
at
they
least
didn't.
3 of them kind of was having pod sets. Like
Yeah,
which was kind of
weird.
weird. Like that
Yeah,
was
it
kind
was
of
weird.
cringy. Netflix. I know we said we
Yeah.
wanted something different, but damn, y'all took it to a whole nother level with that. Like
Yeah, so that's that. You got
yes.
anything else or
I don't. Next week is the wedding, so we get to see what's happening with that, and then obviously after that, the reunion is going to be. I think the reunion is going to be pretty interesting. But I don't. Other than go and women go get your your breasts checked out
yeah, go get
October.
your mammograms.
Yes,
Make sure you get your
nanograms.
yearly mammograms. You do your self-test once a
Yes,
month. If you
yes.
notice any changes, you talk to a doctor immediately. As a person who has breast cancer that runs in my family, because my mom still has it. Um, Yeah,
Mm,
make sure you do all the things that you need to do to protect yourself, and early detection is the best answer. And
right.
the way to do early detection is these self-tests. So Rashawn is going to drop the link down in the video description. Make sure you go in and you donate, and we appreciate everything. Every little bit helps.
Finally, she has ended an episode. You know how long I've been trying to get her to say an ending or intro to an episode.
Now you ending it. So,
Anyways, I wanted to wear pink for my sister. Like I said, if you go and follow her gardening channel, if you love gardening, only if you like gardening, I don't want you to follow
we
her if
don't
you
want
don't like
creeps over
gardening.
there.
So make sure you go give her a follow on wearing the pink shirt for October for breast cancer awareness. And we will catch you guys on the next episode.
All right.
Siblings Unscripted. Peace out.
Peace out.